first.
Hey y'all, I hope that you guys are all having a great day. This is Kyla and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually in my first year for my MSW program. MSW is my Master's of Social Work. I graduated with my BSW last year, so I just went straight for it. So I'm in my program. Grad school for me has been a completely different experience than undergrad. I would say one of the major differences is the amount of time that I spend on campus. So I only have two classes. I've only had two classes for the last 2 semesters. So I'm not on campus a lot. I'm just on campus for the 2 times that I have classes. So I go to school for classes and I leave right after, which is completely different from undergrad, because for undergrad I lived on campus and I had way more classes and I was always at school. So it was a better chance for me to build a community I feel like I haven't experienced during my grad school years. Now I know that part of that is my fault because I haven't taken the initiative to join extracurricular activities at school, just because I don't have the time and my campus is an hour away. So I'm not about to be driving an hour away, an hour there and an hour back, more than I have to. I really try to minimize the amount of trips that I take back and forth through school. I don't feel as connected with them as I felt with my classmates that I had for undergrad, which, you know, it makes sense. Like my undergrad, we were all together for 4 years around like the same people and the same classes and whatnot, versus for grad school, if you're just there for your classes and you don't really have the opportunity to meet other students. They do offer different activities, extracurricular activities, but like I said before, I live an hour away, so I'm not going up there all the time for those activities. I don't really have that many school friends in grad school, not because people aren't friendly. Like I have classmates that I talk to in class. I have classmates that I talk to when I see them in the hallways at school. But as far as having when I think of my undergrad experience, I met some really great people that I would consider good friends, and then I met like my best friend too, but I haven't had that experience yet for grad school. I'm going to take a few steps back. For those of you who are in a BSW program, you know that there's advanced standing, which is you can get your MSW in 1 year. So I applied to like 4 different schools, and the school that I ended up choosing didn't give me advanced standing, but they gave me a BSW exemption. The BSW exemption is the exact same as advanced standing, except for you're not there for just a year. I'll be there for 2 years. And so I didn't have to take any of my foundation year courses, which was a blessing. So many of the courses that I've been taking thus far have been electives, which is cool, but it's just annoying because I feel like I really could have finished this degree in a year instead of 2. So I will say that my grad experience might be different from the typical grad experience because my classes aren't as rigorous, I feel like, as people going through the program regularly, because I was able to bypass like a lot of the classes. Last semester, I took 2 classes. I took a class about like the Hispanic experience, which was a really great class. And then I also took a class about clinical conditions with adults, young adults to adults. And those 2 were elective classes. I really enjoyed those classes. I enjoyed those professors, and I have one of the same professors this semester. This semester I'm taking a human oppression class, and then I'm taking individual, group, and family class in practice. I don't have any complaints about the classes I've taken. My professors at my school are awesome. As far as the workload, it is different from undergrad because you don't have as many as assignments as you may have in undergrad. Like for a lot of my classes, we had like maybe like 2 major assignments. That doesn't mean that you're not doing work. Like you're still doing work throughout the week. There's still a lot of reading and stuff like that. But as far as like major assignments that count towards your grades, those are minimized, which like you can weigh out the odds. Some people would rather have more assignments and each would like weigh less on your grade than have like 2 major assignments that would like weigh heavily on your grade, because that's the majority of what you're being graded on, is like those 2 assignments. I've been using my planner. I have a planner that I use for school, and it really helped me because every week I would just write down different readings and assignments and stuff that I had to do when the teacher gave the syllabus in the beginning of the year. My biggest tip is to like stay very organized. As long as you stay organized, it's not as hard as it may seem. It becomes harder when you're not organized and then you have a paper that's due next week and it's like you have like 3 other things that are due at the same time, and you would have been able to bypass that if you would have started early. So it's like the same concept really as undergrad. I have to have an internship, so I have to have 560 hours at my internship. And so how my school did it is that I filled out an application about like my general interests, and then the field advisors at my school, they paired me with different agencies to go and interview with them to see how I like it. And I mean, I think that their process for it is cool. So this year I ended up getting placed at an elementary school for my internship, and I'm there 2 days a week, 15 hours a week I spend there. And I can make a completely separate video talking about my internship experience. If you guys want to hear more about that, just let me know down below. It hasn't been as hard as I thought it was going to be. Now, I feel like my next semester, like when the next year starts, I feel like it's going to kick me in the ass because I'm going to have 3 courses instead of the 2. And then I think I'm going to do a 20-hour a week internship instead of a 15. But I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to be ready because I'm going to be ready to be out that bitch. So if you guys have any questions about it, then be sure to leave that down below. Comment. I hope that I talked enough in this video. If I didn't, my bad. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.